Welcome everybody. Welcome to MOVATI. My name is Etienne Ranger. Welcome to our Power and Flow. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and I look forward to today's practice. So thank you very much for joining us today. So what we need today is a yoga mat, and that's it. Our yoga mat and a water bottle and a water bottle near, and that's it. So before we connect to our mat, we're going to connect to the movement today. So we're going to have a slightly different approach. So we're going to be standing with the heels in, toes out, wide stance over that mat, hands on the hips, connecting to that movement as we go side to side. Checking in with the breath as we tap into that movement in today's practice, and allowing ourselves, giving ourselves permission to lose that rhythm in the breathing. And then, during class, checking in on it and then getting it back. This is time for you and movement and feeling good. Half circles to the front. Good. That's it. Finding that space, that available space. Good. From here, finding the stillness when ready. Shoulder rotation. Checking in with our movement. Finding the presence in the movement, like an active meditation. Switching direction. From here, drawing the big circles. Whichever direction is fine, we will be doing the other direction. When ready, switch direction. That's it. Finding the length, elongating the movements, checking in with the breath. As we rise, reach with the hands. Let's target that lower back and the hamstrings as we reach to one side. Down to the floor, and then the other side reach. If we have some tightness in the legs, we can add a micro bend to those legs to take away some of the pressure on that lower back. Switch direction as we reach, and then to the side, to the floor, to the other side. Excellent. We're going to rise. We're going to have the hands about shoulder width apart. We're going to toe heel the feet in, pretty much like having the heels touching our mat or close to the mat with the toes out. As we rise, we're going to cactus the arms and we're going to lower into that squat, that goddess pose, and rise. For 5 and 4 and down. And 1. We're going to hold it when ready. When you're ready, wherever you are, we're going to hold it down here. We're going to hold. Checking with the breath, long spine, heart up, chin up, shoulders low. 2, straighten out the legs, rise with the hands. As the hands come to prayer, the feet are going to touch. Little extension on the height as we open up the hands to the side and dive the hands to the floor, to the mat. As we step with the right and then the left foot, holding the plank for a count of 3, 2, as we lower the knees, opening up the knees, big toes touch, settling in to our mat. child's pose. As we reach the hands to the front, forehead to the ground. So we had a little bit of movement. And that was part of the process of checking in. We're going to continue this process with this pose. Child's pose, knees out, toes touch, reach. Holding the center. As we gently and slowly, and when we're ready, bringing those hands to the right, placing the left hand on the top of the left hand on top of the right, stretching that left side. Good. Back to the center. We're going to hold this for not too long, just so, we can just transition nice and light. Okay. When ready, bring the hands to the left. As we take the right hand, placing it over the left. Good. Back to the center. Good. As we walk the hands in, we're going to find ourselves in that table. Good. Checking in with that. Spread those fingers. Press the hands in. Rise with the heart and the gaze. And then bring that in. As we flow for our first flow through cat and cow, finding the rhythm that works best for you right now today. When ready, we're going to find that stillness, that table. Curl the toes. Check in with those hands, spread those fingers, curl the toes, rise with the hips down dog. Adding movement, pedaling out. Good. Rising with the right leg. Invite the right foot up. We're going to bend that leg. We're going to open up the hip. Straightening out the legs, square the hips up, look to the front. We're going to step that right foot in between the hands. We're going to rise into our high lunge. Both legs straight, the arms are straight. And then we're going to lower for 5 as we cactus, down for 5, and then rise up. And then down for 4. 3. 2 and 1. As we come up, bringing the hands to prayer, we're going to cross that left over the right knee, hooking it, pressing those hands, looking over the right shoulder. Good. Bring the gaze back to the front as we place the hands on the mat, framing that lead foot, kicking that foot back in our plank for 3, 2, slowly lowering. So engage, bring those elbows in, Engage, lower the nose down and forehead to the floor for 3, 2, nice. Pressing the tops of the feet, rise. The gaze in the heart as we bring it back down. Curl the toes, push, up, down, dog, pedal. Finding that stillness. Invite the left leg up, 3-legged. Bend the leg, open up the hip. Pressing those hands in, checking in with the hand. That right standing foot, engage, focusing on that foot as well. Straightening out that left leg, square the hips up, look in between the hands as we step that foot, high lunge, left foot in front. As we rise, both legs straight, cactus the arms down as we lower for 5. And then back up. And down. 4. And down. 3. 2. This will be our last one. That we come up and then down for 1. Bring the hands up in prayer. We're going to cross the right elbow this time over the left. Press those hands in prayer, looking over, gaze over the left shoulder. As we bring the gaze to the front, invite the hands to the mat, framing that lead foot, kick the foot back, plank. Holding the plank, bring the elbows in as we lower for 3, 2, good. Tops of the feet, press, rise. And then bring the forehead back down, push, up, down dog, hop, or step both feet to the front. As we keep a bend in the legs, we can choose to have the fingertips gently sway side to side or hugging in those elbows. Finding little movement, swaying side to side gently. Finding the stillness, letting the crown of the head hang heavy. Straighten out the legs, halfway lift. Flat back. Bend the legs, hands back down to the mat as you rise. With the hands, as the hands touch, dive the hands back down towards the floor, to the floor that is, as we hop or step the feet back. Holding the plank for 3, 2, lower, slow push up. Elbows in, tops of the feet press, rise, heart up, bringing it back down, curl the toes, push, up, down dog. Pedaling, adding movement. Good. Look to the front. Hop or step the feet to the front. Feet shoulder width apart. Hug the elbows. Head hang heavy or fingertips gently sway. Straight legs, flat back, halfway lift. Fingertips to the floor as you rise with the hands. As the hands touch, dive the hands to the floor, hop or step the feet back into your plank. Holding the plank for 5, 4, 3, 2. Invite the hips up, down dog. Rise with the right leg. As we ripple forward, we're going to bring that right knee to touch the right elbow. Touch it for a sec, and then press it up. Foot up, then right knee straight down the middle, bowing, nose, forehead towards that knee, and then press up. 3-legged. This time, we're going to cross as we take that right foot, that right knee to left elbow, and then press it back up. Three-legged dog. As we bring that foot back down, left foot up, left leg up, left knee to left elbow. And then push it up. Left knee down the line, towards the nose. And then push up. Good. Left knee to right elbow. And push it up. Good. Three-legged dog. Left leg. Look to the front. Step that left foot to the front as the right heel drops, settling into the warrior two. That's it. Settling in, finding the power. So looking over that lead knee, that left knee, we should be able to see those toes. Looking over, right in front of you. Good. As we flip that lead palm, exalt the warrior. We can have the right hand in a bind or the right hand down the straight leg. And then back to warrior two, settling in. We got We've got two more. As we flip that lead palm, exalt the warrior. Good. And then back to two. This will be our last one, settling in before we go. Flip that palm, exalt. Left forearm is going to find the left thigh, the top of the left thigh, as the right hand goes up to the sky, and then the right hand goes towards the front. Bring the gaze up. So you're looking just over that armpit. Side angle. Option with the left hand to extend out, to really fire up those legs. This is an option. This is also a very good option. Both options are nice. That's it. Checking in with the feet, checking in with the breath. As we rise with the right hand towards the right side hip. As we straighten out the legs, the 10 toes facing the right side, hands on the hips. As we rise with the hands, wide leg, forward fold. Let's center that left hand, following the right hand, rise with the right hand up towards the sky. So you're looking up to get that spinal stretch. If there's tightness in the legs, you can add a micro bend. Good. That right hand, bringing it back down. We're going to center that right hand so that right middle finger is going to be lined up with your nose as you rise with the left hand this time. Looking up at that hand. Let's gently and slowly lower that left hand towards the floor. As we put a bend in the right leg, and then we go from right to left, adding movement to the hands, skater. Lunging from side to side. So what we want to do here, what we're looking to do, is to keep that line. So we want to avoid going up and then down, kind of forming that triangle. We want to stay on that same horizon line, that same straight low line to really engage those legs. Adding movement. That's it. Keep going, flowing. Skater, side to side. Keep flowing. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bend that left leg. Bring the hands to the mat. As we frame that foot, the toes are now facing the front. We're going to kick that foot back, finding the plank. Checking in with the hands, spread those fingers, rise with the hips. Down dog, pedaling. Invite the right leg up. Good. Bring the gaze, look to the front. We're going to step that right foot in between the hands as we drop the left heel down, finding that warrior two. Settling into this power pose, the legs. The hands are out. We're looking, the gaze is right over that hand. Good. As we flip that lead palm, exalt the warrior. And then back. Settling in. Good. Flip the palm, exalt the warrior for our second time. Flip that palm, exalt for the third and final. As we take that right forearm and then press it on the top of the right thigh. As we rise with the left hand up towards the sky, and then we're gonna lower that hand towards the front of our screen as we shine the heart up and look up towards the sky. Gaze up, pressing. So we're pressing ourselves away from that thigh. We don't want to crash in, we want to press. We can also choose to extend that right. Both options are good. As we rise with that left hand up towards the sky, left hand finds the left side hip. As we straighten out the legs, 10 toes towards the left side. We can toe heel the feet in. As we rise with the hands and then lower into that squat. And we're just gonna hold it right here, right away. That's it, finding that power. We can choose to have the heels up. We can choose to have the heels down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Rising with the hands. We can bring those feet out slightly if it feels nice. As we lower the hands and bend the left leg. So here we can have, we're gonna hold. So here we can have the hands in prayer. We can press on the inside of that left knee. We can also bind and look up toward, look over that right shoulder. Lowering, we could also be from a higher position. We can have the hands in front. We're just holding, we can have the hands down. We're holding on that left leg, that right leg is straight. So whatever we're choosing, whether it's the bind, lots of options. Good. If we have the bind, we're gonna release and then we're gonna take it to the other side. No rush, no rush. So we can go in prayer, pressing on the inside. We can have that right hand down. We can lift, we can bind, looking over the left shoulder. Holding this pose. Bringing both hands to the floor. Wide leg, forward fold. As we walk the hands towards the front, framing that foot. All right, and let's step that foot back into our plank. Rising with the hips. Look to the front, hopper step the feet. Hug the elbows or fingertips. Crown of the head hanging heavy. Straighten out the legs, flat back. Hands back down as we rise. Dive the hands back down. Hopper step the feet. Okay, from here. So now our hands are about shoulder width apart. So we're gonna start with the left foot. We're gonna step that foot on the outside of the left hand. Toe in, heel out. Toes out, heel in. And then same thing for the right. So the heels are in, the toes are out. Settling, pressing the hands and pressing those elbows out. Good. So the elbows are pressing on the inside knee. Let's go to the right hand to the floor as we rise with the left hand, looking up at that left hand. holding this stretch. Let's bring that left hand down to the floor. So we're pressing the left elbow on the inside of that left knee as we rise, this time with the right hand. Looking up towards the right hand. Nice. Let's bring that right hand down, pressing both hands as we rock forward and back. So getting into that crow pose, if that's an available option. We can slowly just transfer the weight as we go on the tips of our toes. So we're pressing both elbows on the inside of those knees, pressing hands in. We can also lift up and off the floor into our crow. We can hold this, or we can just continue rocking with the hands up and then back down and then toes up. We can choose to rock, but slow rock, right? Not like super fast. And then we can get into that crow. So we're still into this. That's it. A couple more moments. Choosing to rock. This is a great hip opener. It's great for the hand. Great for the focus and balance. Rising with the hands, bringing the feet in, the shoulder width apart. As the hands touch, hands back down to the floor. As the hands find the floor, hop or step the feet back, lowering the knees. We're gonna walk the hands to the side as we kick those feet to the front. All right. Elongate the spine as we reach to the sides. Rising with the hands. We've got options here. We can go for the toes as we bow the head forward. We can bring the hands on the shin as we bow, or hands to your side. As we come up and out of this, we're gonna invite the right knee in. As we hug that knee in, find the length in the spine, checking with the breath, we're gonna pick that right foot up. We're gonna cradle that leg, that foot. We're gonna add gentle movements, swaying gently side to side. From here, we're gonna gently drop that foot on the outside of the left. As we place the right hand behind us, rising with the left hand, we're gonna cross that left elbow over the right and looking over the right shoulder. Good, back to the center. As we hug that knee in, we're gonna have that leg rise. And as we kick the foot out, we're gonna open up the hands to the side. We're gonna rise with the hands. Forward fold with those options, whether it's the toe, shin, or floor, bowing towards those legs. As we rise, this time inviting the left knee, the left leg in, finding the length in the spine, checking in with the breath as we pick that left foot up, cradling that leg, gently swaying side to side. Let's drop that left foot on the outside of the right leg. We're gonna take the left hand, we're gonna place it behind us. We're gonna rise with the right hand. We're gonna cross that right elbow over the left. And then looking over the left shoulder. Checking in with the breath, lengthening the breathing. Good, back to the center. Good, as we pick that leg up, we're gonna keep that left leg bent, however, and then we're gonna bring that right leg in. So both legs are bent. We're gonna take both hands, place them behind. So now our hands are behind us. We're seated, soles of the feet on the ground, windshield wipers side to side. So we're looking away from the knees wherever they're dropping. So for example, my knees right now are on my right side. I'm looking towards the left. So I'm taking the gaze away from the knees as I gently flow through this windshield wiper. Three. When we're ready, we're going to find that center. Good. We're going to straighten out the left. We're going to straighten out the right. Just finding adjustments, and we're going to find ourselves on our back. All right. Once on our back, pressing the back of the head on the ground. We're going to invite the left and the right knee. As we open up the knees, we're going to hug those knees in, keeping the tailbone on the ground, the sole of the back on the ground. Gently sway side to side, keeping the wideness in the knees, keeping those knees apart. Good, let's find that stillness when ready. We're gonna extend the left leg out. Left hand on the left side hip, and then the right knee is gonna draw circles. Is gonna draw the available circles. All right, switching direction. That's it. All right, we're gonna find stillness with that bent knee. The left hand is gonna go towards that right knee. We're gonna extend the right hand out in a T, right palm on the ground facing the floor. We're gonna guide the right knee towards the left side as we bring the gaze away and looking towards that right hand. Finding that twist, that stretch, finding that feel good, checking in with the breath. Good, back to the center as we gently bring ourselves to center. Good. So the right knee is still bent. We're gonna invite the left knee back up as we open up those knees, hug those knees in. Extending the right leg out. Placing the right hand on the right side hip, So the back of the right heel is pressing in the ground. The back of the head is pressing. We're drawing circles with that left knee, drawing available circles in that space. We're choosing one direction to begin. We will do the other direction soon. Switch direction. Finding stillness in that bent left leg. We're gonna extend the left hand, the left arm out in the T. Left palm facing the floor. Right hand is gonna go grab that left knee. We're gonna guide that left knee towards the right side as we take the gaze away, looking towards the left hand. Back to the center. Let's bring that right knee in. Both knees are in. We're gonna drop the soles of the feet on the ground. So now both feet are on the ground. Opening up both hands, both arms out in a T. Gentle windshield wiper from our back, side to side. Looking away from where the knees are bent. Taking the gaze in the opposite direction. Excellent. Back to center. Good. As we extend, take the soles, excuse me, sorry. So we're gonna open up in a butterfly. So the knees are gonna be out. We're gonna be pressing the soles of the feet in, and our hands are gonna be on our side. So the feet are touching the ground. The soles of the feet are pressing into each other. We're walking those heels in as close to us as possible. As those knees open out, back of the head. So we're on our back in a butterfly. Finding the relaxation, finding the comfort, allowing those benefits of today's class to really settle in. We took the time, and this is going to be very beneficial for when we go back to that sport, to that activity, to that movement that we really enjoy throughout the week. By taking time to stretch, it gives us longevity in the sports, in those hobbies that we find passion in. So by doing this, we're really helping ourselves continue to just enjoy it, like the beauty of movement. And that's the beauty of yoga, finding this practice. It's a process, right? Trusting the process, having faith in the process. Some days, just like life, some days are good, some days not as good. But we're still in it, and we're finding the movement. Being grateful for what we have right now. I know I am, and I thank you very much for coming to today's class, for practicing with me. Let's extend both legs out. Shavasana. So, both legs are going to be out, bringing the hands closer to our hips. Settling into this one. Taking this moment to reflect on not just this class, but just the entire picture of how we feel right now. And I invite you as well, right? So thank you very much for logging in today, but also check out, there's other really awesome yoga classes that we're offering. And this will just make your yoga practice that much better. All right, reset. Sorry, I talk a lot. Sorry. As we point the toes towards the front. And then we're gonna rise the hands over to the sky and then over to the back. Pointing the fingertips, pointing the tips of the toes, finding that long length, as long as possible. 5, 4. And then we're gonna hug it in, keeping those knees in, hugging the knees, forehead to the knees as we rock from front to back. Good. We're gonna find ourselves in seated, but for this one, we'll be sitting on the heels with our knees in front. We can choose to stretch the soles of the feet. And then we can get out of it. We can sit on the toes to stretch the soles of the feet, or we can also sit on the heels. So by now, maybe we're in this pose, but there is no rush, right? Okay. We're gonna place the hands to the side. We're gonna rise with the hands shoulder width. As we cactus the arms down, we're gonna open the hands to the side and pressing the hands in prayer. From here, rise, open up the hands, cactus down. Opening up, press the hands in prayer, rise. Open the hands, cactus down, open, and then press. And rise. Cactus. 3, 2. Good. Meeting with the hands in prayer. As we lower down to heart center, we're going to keep going down. As the hands open up, reach to the sides and up. Hands in prayer as we lower. And hold. Closing the eyes and bowing towards the hands. So thank you very much for participating in today's class. I wish you a beautiful day, a beautiful week. Namaste.